Hey everybody, welcome to Body Bags. It's Matt from Junior Horror Movies, and welcome to week 133. This week I am reviewing a film from 1989, and that is called Deepstar Six. One of my favorite creature features from the 80s. It's all underwater, so it's all contained in this one rig, which is awesome. All practical effects. Pretty much the crew of the Deepstar Six are working on a military naval base underwater, mostly to do with nuclear missile silos and all the different type of weaponry. Well, an underwater earthquake happens and it slides to the base of the missile launch pad, and they send a crew down and come to find out a crevice type deal has opened up. They send in a crew in to take a look to explore. Well, something attacks that little crew in the mini sub. They're all screaming and whatnot, and come to find out the two guys died. Well, now they're trying to, let's get the fuck out of here, pack up. Well, one of the crew members is supposed to abandon the missile silo base. Well, he fucks that up and causes a nuclear explosion underwater. So now the crew of the Deep Star Six have to outrun a nuclear explosion underwater and a giant sea monster. Yes, so the explosion occurs. Now guess what? Decompression of the base. So now they have to escape decompression of the base and a sea monster. This one is just a lot of fun. My thoughts on this movie. I love it. It's one of my all-time favorites. It's up there in my top 10 of all my movies. This is one I can grab constantly over and over again. I remember seeing this trailer as a kid in the 80s. And I remember when you would go to the mall, they would have the movie theater there, and they had all the posters, and this poster would just stick out like a sore thumb to me, like, wow, I would be glued to it, just because the whole half-eaten dive suit is just awesome. The monster is all practical effects. Pretty much when The Abyss came out, it started off a chain reaction of different type of underwater sea monster movies. This is one of them. He also spawned Leviathan, which is kind of like aliens underwater. The Rift, also known as Endless Descent. There's a couple other ones that have spawned, and there's just a whole deal going on. There was a whole special effects that were supposed to work on this one, but they decided to go, I think, towards Leviathan, or Leviathan went to Deep Star 6. I don't remember which, but the monster looks, I love the way the monster looks. It's just so cool looking. They don't know if it's alien. You don't know if it's just been there, contained in its own little habitat. But this thing just goes running amok and getting people left and right. This is also directed by Jeremy NES Ruler's favorite director, Sean S. Cunningham. Other than that, he did Friday the 13th, House, and some other films as well. But Deep Star 6, if you love the 80s, you love different kind of creature feature effects, this is definitely a way to go. It's got its contained horror to it when they're trapped inside the water base called the Deep Star 6. You can't really just walk out in the middle of nowhere to run away. You're stuck. You actually have to swim or get in a little shuttle. The whole insanity of some people going batshit crazy in this movie. The one actor fucks everything up is great. Just one thing just leads to another, just leads to another. It's like, oh my god. If I was on this crew, I would kill that guy in a second. But other than that, this movie was just a lot of fun. Definitely highly recommend checking out Deep Star 6 if you've never checked it out before. Out of a 10, I'll give this a 9 out of 10. Just so much fun. Don't let it pass it up. You can only get this on DVD so far. Artesian has put it out on DVD. I would love to see maybe a Blu-ray get released of this, or maybe a special edition somewhere. That would be awesome. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this little review on Deep Star 6. Have yourself a good one and have a good weekend. Peace.